drink that could save your kidneys. After 6-0 backed by science. If you drink these regularly, 7 simple drinks could help strengthen your kidneys, support natural filtration, and protect against silent kidney decline. Right now, in this video, I'll share with you the science-backed drinks that may keep your kidneys healthy, especially after age 60. These are not expensive supplements or complicated remedies, but easy habits you can start from your own kitchen. But before we dive into the video, let us know where you are watching from. Leave a comment below, and now let's dive in. Number 1. Could a simple morning drink really shield your kidneys? For many older adults, the gradual decline in kidney function feels like an unavoidable part of aging, something to be accepted with quiet resignation. Yet, emerging science challenges this notion, suggesting that the kidneys, like the heart or brain, can respond remarkably well to consistent, gentle support. One of the most powerful and accessible tools may be something deceptively simple, starting each morning with a warm glass of lemon water infused with a pinch of Himalayan salt. This drink is not merely a wellness trend or a morning refreshment. It represents a fusion of nutritional science and ancient tradition that targets kidney health at its root. The key lies in citric acid, a natural compound abundant in lemon juice. When consumed regularly, citric acid increases urinary citrate levels, which bind with excess calcium in the urine. This process significantly lowers the formation of calcium oxalate stones, the most common type of kidney stones, especially in people over 60. A study published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases concluded that higher citrate levels are directly associated with reduced stone recurrence, offering a preventive pathway for those at risk. To prepare the drink properly, squeeze the juice of half a fresh lemon into 8 ounces of warm, filtered water. Add no more than 1/8 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. Unlike highly processed table salt, Himalayan salt is rich in trace minerals, more than 80, including magnesium, potassium, and calcium. These minerals play a crucial role in regulating acid-base balance in the body and helping the kidneys maintain optimal function. As renal filtration gradually declines with age, this mineral support becomes increasingly vital to reduce strain and preserve the delicate nephron structures responsible for blood purification. Supporting this approach, a controlled study from the University of Naples observed a 48% reduction in urinary calcium oxalate levels among participants who drank lemon water daily for 6 weeks. Complementary findings from the Journal of Renal Nutrition emphasize the dangers of chronic low-grade metabolic acidosis, a common but silent threat among older adults. This condition, which often goes undiagnosed, accelerates kidney damage by overburdening the body's filtration systems. The trace minerals in Himalayan salt, particularly magnesium, help buffer this acidity and restore balance without the harmful spikes in sodium associated with refined salt. The benefits of this drink extend well beyond chemistry. Warm lemon water gently stimulates digestion and encourages liver detoxification, creating a ripple effect of systemic relief. At the Mayo Clinic, geriatric patients who added this habit to their daily routine reported less bloating, fewer muscle cramps, and clearer urine, tangible indicators that the kidneys were processing waste more efficiently. A real-life case involved a 72-year-old woman from rural New Hampshire who suffered from recurring kidney stones and early-stage chronic kidney disease. After incorporating this simple morning practice for 8 weeks, her nephrologist observed measurable improvement in her glomerular filtration rate and noted a marked reduction in the biochemical markers associated with stone formation. She no longer required pharmacological diuretics, and her energy levels improved noticeably. Her story aligns with findings from a 2021 European Journal of Nutrition meta-analysis that emphasized the therapeutic potential of dietary citrate in slowing kidney decline among elderly patients. This morning ritual may seem modest, yet it speaks volumes. It encourages mindfulness, reinforces hydration, and provides a daily moment of intentional care. Practiced with consistency, it can act as a subtle intervention that preserves kidney function, supports emotional resilience, and instills a renewed sense of agency in one's health. In the quiet of morning, a warm glass glass of lemon water with Himalayan salt becomes not just a drink, but a message. The path to well-being is often paved with simple, intentional acts. Number 2. The ancient grain that quietly outperforms many modern kidney supplements. It may sound shocking, but one of the most effective natural remedies for protecting aging kidneys doesn't come from a lab or a pharmacy. It comes from a grain that dates back over 8,000 years. Barley, long used in traditional diets from the Middle East to the American South, has recently been recognized by science for its powerful effects on kidney health. While it's commonly associated with beer or soup when prepared properly as barley water, this humble grain offers a potent and practical defense against the silent decline of kidney function in older adults. Barley's power lies in its high content of beta-glucans, a type of soluble fiber that supports the kidneys in multiple ways. Beta-glucans help trap and eliminate excess creatinine and urea, two waste products that increase in the bloodstream as kidney filtration slows with age. A pivotal 2020 study published in Renal Failure, a respected nephrology journal, found that older adults with early-stage kidney dysfunction who consumed barley water daily experienced a significant 15% reduction in serum creatinine within just 4 weeks. The study also noted improvements in glomerular filtration rate, GFR, a key indicator of kidney performance. Barley is not just a fiber source. It also contains magnesium, selenium, and ferulic acid, natural compounds known to reduce inflammation and oxidative stress in the nephrons, the tiny filtering units of the kidneys. Inflammation is often invisible in the early stages, but silently erodes kidney tissue over time, leading to fibrosis or scarring. Once fibrosis sets in, it becomes much harder to restore kidney function. Barley's anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties act as a shield, slowing this damage and promoting a healthier internal environment for filtration. To prepare barley water at home, rinse half a cup of whole barley under cold water, then boil it in 4 cups of filtered water for about 30 to 40 minutes. After straining the grains, allow the liquid to cool. This nutrient-rich water can be consumed warm or cold, and many older adults add a slice of lemon or a cinnamon stick for flavor. It's gentle on the stomach, low in calories, and naturally hydrating, making it a perfect daily beverage for those managing blood pressure, swelling, or early signs of kidney strain. In a clinical context, barley water has shown benefits not just in lab numbers but in real-life outcomes. At a wellness clinic in North Carolina, an older gentleman in his late 60s presented with high creatinine levels and mild ankle edema, a common sign of fluid retention due to kidney inefficiency. After 4 weeks of incorporating barley water into his daily routine, both his swelling and lab markers improved, and he reported feeling more mobile and less fatigued throughout the day. The broader implications of this are profound. In an age dominated by supplements and prescriptions, an inexpensive, natural, and time-tested remedy like barley water stands out. Its ability to flush out toxins gently, reduce inflammation, and restore fluid balance offers a rare combination of simplicity and efficacy. Unlike pharmaceutical diuretics, which often deplete potassium and strain the kidneys, barley water nourishes while it cleanses. Barley water isn't flashy. It doesn't promise overnight results. But for seniors seeking a gentle, sustainable, and scientifically backed way to support their kidneys, it delivers something far more important: consistency, safety, and results rooted in both tradition and modern medicine. In the hands of those willing to return to nature's wisdom, barley water becomes more than a drink. It becomes a quiet act of restoration. Number 3. From weed to wonder: how dandelion root transforms kidney resilience. What was once dismissed as an unwanted weed in American backyards is now being recognized in research laboratories as a botanical powerhouse for kidney protection. Dandelion root, long misunderstood and overlooked, is quietly proving its worth as a gentle yet effective support for aging kidneys. The contrast could not be more striking. Once uprooted and thrown away without a second thought, this humble root is now being boiled into tea by clinicians and caregivers across the country for its detoxifying and restorative effects on renal function. Dandelion root contains compounds such as terexasterol and chlorine chlorogenic acid, both of which promote diuresis, the body's natural ability to expel excess fluid and metabolic waste. Unlike synthetic diuretics, which can deplete potassium and place added strain on weakened kidneys, dandelion promotes increased urine output without disturbing essential electrolyte balance. This distinction is particularly critical for individuals over 60, whose kidneys often struggle with declining filtration and fluid retention. In a 2018 study published in the Journal of Renal Nutrition, participants taking dandelion root extract experienced a marked increase in urine volume alongside a reduction in blood urea nitrogen, BUN, a critical marker of kidney stress. The findings also highlighted that dandelion's anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects may help reduce oxidative stress on the glomeruli, the tiny blood vessels that act as the kidney's primary filters. Practically speaking, dandelion root tea is easy to incorporate into a daily routine. 1 teaspoon of dried, organic dandelion root, boiled in 1.5 cups of filtered water for 10 minutes, creates a mild, earthy tea that can be consumed once daily, preferably between meals. Many older adults who introduce this tea into their evening routine report not only lighter-colored urine and reduced puffiness in their feet and hands, but also better quality sleep, likely due to the reduction of nocturnal toxin buildup and fluid retention. In holistic clinics across the Midwest, dandelion root tea is gaining popularity among seniors with early-stage kidney disease who are looking for natural ways to reduce swelling, lower inflammation, and support their renal system without relying heavily on pharmaceuticals. One retired nurse from Ohio, age 75, shared her personal story. Plagued by mild but persistent swelling in her ankles and nighttime discomfort, she began drinking dandelion tea every evening after dinner. Within 2 weeks, her symptoms had improved noticeably. Her doctor even noted a mild improvement in her lab results and encouraged her to continue the regimen. What makes dandelion root especially valuable is not just its diuretic ability, but the fact that it actively protects kidney tissues from further injury. Its antioxidants shield renal cells from damage caused by oxidative stress and help preserve glomerular integrity, which is often compromised with age and chronic health conditions such as diabetes and hypertension. This preservation is vital for maintaining efficient blood filtration and waste removal. Dandelion root tea represents a shift in perspective from disregarding a plant as a nuisance to embracing it as a therapeutic ally. For older adults looking to ease kidney burden, manage water retention, and gently detoxify without aggressive interventions, this simple tea offers profound potential. In its quiet, unassuming way, the dandelion root teaches that healing can come from the most unexpected places. Number 4. The forgotten herbal pear that helped a veteran sleep through the night again. At 78, Mr. Harold S., a retired Vietnam veteran from Oregon, had faced his share of battles. But in recent years, it wasn't war memories that disturbed his sleep. It was the constant urge to urinate every 2 hours at night, paired with the discomfort of swelling ankles and the creeping fear of worsening kidney disease. Despite being told his labs were borderline, he could feel his body telling him otherwise. Tired of feeling helpless, Harold turned to a simple herbal blend recommended by a family herbalist, goldenrod and marshmallow root. Though little known in mainstream circles, goldenrod and marshmallow root have been used for centuries in European and Appalachian herbal traditions to support the urinary tract and soothe kidney inflammation. Goldenrod, rich in flavonoids and saponins, works as a gentle anti-inflammatory and diuretic. Marshmallow root, on the other hand, contains mucilaginous compounds that coat and protect delicate epithelial tissues within the urinary and renal systems, reducing irritation and supporting regeneration. Within 2 weeks of daily evening tea, Harold experienced what he described as real rest for the first time in years. The nighttime bathroom trips became less frequent, the swelling in his lower legs lessened, and perhaps most importantly, he reported waking up feeling calm, clear-headed, and in less discomfort without needing another prescription or diuretic pill. Scientific evidence is beginning to affirm what traditional medicine has long practiced. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that goldenrod extract significantly reduced markers of kidney inflammation in subjects with mild renal impairment. Similarly, marshmallow root demonstrated protective effects on the bladder and renal tissue, reducing oxidative stress and improving epithelial resilience in aging kidneys. To prepare this blend, combine 1 teaspoon of dried goldenrod and 1 teaspoon of dried marshmallow root in a tea infuser. Pour in 8 to 10 ounces of freshly boiled water and steep for 10 to 15 minutes. Because marshmallow root contains viscous mucilage, it's best brewed longer to fully release its soothing properties. The resulting tea has a mild, earthy flavor, and many older adults find it comforting to drink after their evening meal. The beauty of this herbal combination lies in its balance. Goldenrod supports natural elimination, helping reduce excess water and uric acid buildup, while marshmallow protects the internal linings and calms inflammation. Together, they offer a holistic, non-invasive way to help aging kidneys manage their heavy workload, especially during the night when the body's natural detoxification peaks. This story, like so many others, highlights how healing often lies not in more medications, but in deeper listening to the body, to tradition, and to nature's quieter gifts. For those navigating the uncertainties of early kidney decline, incorporating goldenrod and marshmallow root tea offers a gentle, restorative path. It's a reminder that the road to resilience doesn't always require revolution. Sometimes it begins with a cup of tea and the courage to try something new. Number 5. The hidden danger in your bloodstream and the berry that can fight it. One of the most overlooked threats to aging kidneys is not pain, infection, or even medication. It is silent inflammation within the tiny tubules of the kidneys, building quietly over months and years until filtration slows, toxins accumulate, and fatigue becomes a daily companion. This inflammation rarely shows symptoms early on, which is why so many adults over 60 discover declining kidney function only after damage has taken root. Yet, nature provides a potent and surprisingly pleasant solution to combat this hidden danger: the blueberry. Blueberries contain high levels of anthocyanins, natural plant pigments that give the fruit its deep color and are among the most powerful dietary antioxidants known. These compounds have been shown in multiple clinical studies to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, particularly in the renal tubules where nutrient reabsorption and toxin removal occur. When these tubules become inflamed, kidney efficiency plummets, blood pressure rises, swelling appears, and energy wanes. A landmark study in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology followed older adults with early-stage chronic kidney disease. It found that those who consumed anthocyanin-rich foods, particularly blueberries, had a 36% lower risk of kidney disease progression compared to those who did not. The mechanism was clear: reduced tubule inflammation, improved blood flow within the kidneys, and decreased protein leakage into the urine. To turn this research into a daily habit, a simple yet powerful method is to infuse blueberries into water throughout the day. Adding a small handful of fresh blueberries to a glass or bottle of filtered water and letting it sit for 2 to 3 hours creates a gently flavored, antioxidant-rich beverage that supports hydration and kidney cleansing. This method avoids sugar spikes while still delivering the protective benefits of the fruit. Some also add a few sprigs of flat-leaf parsley, which contains apigenin, a compound that helps reduce nephrotoxicity caused by long-term medication use or high blood pressure. Older adults, who begin drinking blueberry and parsley-infused water daily, often notice subtle improvements: lighter urine color, less puffiness in the face or ankles, and a more stable sense of energy. These are signs that inflammation is subsiding and that kidney function is being gently supported without pharmaceutical interference. One such case involved a 68-year-old teacher from Pennsylvania who had long battled elevated creatinine levels and borderline hypertension. After 2 months of daily blueberry water and modest dietary adjustments, her kidney markers stabilized and her blood pressure readings improved enough for her physician to lower her medication dose. She reported better focus, deeper sleep, and less morning stiffness, unexpected benefits that pointed to systemic relief. The greatest danger in kidney disease is often its silence. By the time symptoms appear, Damage is usually advanced, but through small intentional choices like choosing water over juice, berries over processed snacks, and natural infusions over sugary drinks, older adults can reclaim agency over their kidney health. Blueberries are not magic, but used consistently and wisely, they represent one of the most accessible, enjoyable tools available to counteract a deeply hidden threat and protect a vital organ quietly working every minute to keep the body clean and balanced. Number 6. 20 minutes of walking a day could preserve years of kidney function. National Institute on Aging. This powerful statement, backed by growing evidence, challenges the belief that kidney health is solely dependent on what we eat or drink. While nutrition plays a critical role, physical movement specifically, consistent light walking has now emerged as a non-negotiable factor in slowing the progression of kidney decline in older adults. In fact, according to data from the National Institute on Aging, seniors who walked at least 20 minutes daily were significantly less likely to experience rapid loss of glomerular filtration rate, the key measure of kidney efficiency. The reason is both simple and profound. Walking increases circulation to the kidneys, promotes lymphatic drainage, and helps regulate blood pressure, one of the leading causes of kidney damage in the elderly. It also lowers cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, which has been shown to constrict blood vessels and elevate inflammatory markers that silently burden the kidneys over time. A study published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases observed over 1,300 older adults with stage 2 and 3 chronic kidney disease. Those who engaged in daily life, exercise primarily walking, showed slower declines in kidney function and required fewer interventions such as dialysis over a 5-year period. The connection between movement and organ preservation is no longer theoretical. It is measurable and repeatable. Take, for example, a 65-year-old man from Arizona who had been sedentary for most of his retirement. His blood pressure was creeping upward, and his doctor noted a concerning decline in his eGFR during annual lab work. Rather than increase his medication, the physician advised him to begin walking outdoors for 20 minutes each morning. Over 6 months, the man's kidney markers stabilized, his blood pressure improved, and he reported better sleep and mental clarity. He later described his walks not as exercise, but as his daily medicine. Beyond the physiological benefits, walking also supports emotional well-being, an often ignored but vital aspect of kidney health. Anxiety, isolation, and chronic stress have all been linked to reduced kidney function due to the body's inflammatory response. A brisk walk with a friend, a stroll through a familiar neighborhood, or simply moving among nature has the power to interrupt these patterns. It is a form of healing that asks for no prescription, costs nothing, and delivers deeply restorative outcomes. For older adults who may struggle with joint pain or fatigue, even short intervals, 5 to 10 minutes after meals, can offer benefit. The goal is not intensity, but consistency. Movement helps the kidneys flush toxins more effectively and encourages a rhythm in the body that supports filtration and hormone regulation. In the realm of kidney protection, walking may seem humble, but its impact is undeniable. It offers a return to the body's natural mechanisms of health without dependence on medication, devices, or extreme regimens. For those seeking to guard their kidneys against the creeping onset of age-related decline, a daily walk is not just activity, it is strategy, medicine, and a quiet declaration of self-respect. Number 7. Is drinking water enough, or is it about drinking smart? Most people believe they're protecting their kidneys simply by drinking more water. But is quantity alone truly enough? For older adults, the answer is more nuanced. Proper hydration is indeed essential, but what matters even more is how and when water is consumed. In the aging body, kidneys become less efficient at filtering excess fluid and waste, and overloading them all at once can actually cause more strain than relief. The key lies in drinking smart, intentionally, rhythmically, and with awareness. As kidney function begins to decline, the ability to concentrate urine diminishes. That means the body loses more fluids through urination, even while retaining more waste in the bloodstream. Drinking large amounts of water all at once can cause unnecessary stress, while sipping smaller amounts steadily throughout the day helps support continuous, gentle filtration. something that aging kidneys deeply appreciate. Guidelines from the National Kidney Foundation recommend older adults drink between 6 to 8 ounces of fluid every 1 to 2 hours during waking hours, rather than consuming 2 or 3 large glasses sporadically. This strategy supports a steady glomerular filtration rate and helps avoid both dehydration and fluid overload, two risks that increase with age. Take the case of a 70-year-old librarian from Illinois who began following a hydration schedule after noticing frequent fatigue and occasional dizziness. Rather than forcing herself to drink 64 ounces of water at once in the morning or evening, she shifted to sipping throughout the day. She also incorporated kidney-friendly infusions like lemon water in the morning and herbal teas in the afternoon. Within weeks, her sense of energy improved, her swelling decreased, and her urine color became lighter, a subtle but clear sign that her kidneys were functioning more efficiently. In addition to timing, the quality of water and the context in which it is consumed matter. Water taken alongside kidney-supported drinks, such as those infused with parsley, blueberries, or barley, can offer both hydration and anti-inflammatory benefits. Conversely, sugary drinks, excessive caffeine, or carbonated beverages can tax the kidneys and interfere with electrolyte balance. Another consideration is to align hydration with the body's natural rhythms. Drinking more fluids earlier in the day and tapering off after 6 p.m. helps prevent nighttime urination and allows the kidneys to rest. Light hydration before bedtime. A few sips of chamomile or marshmallow root tea can support relaxation without overstimulating the bladder. Hydration is one of the simplest and most powerful tools in protecting kidney health, yet it's often misunderstood or overlooked. Drinking smart means more than meeting a number. It means respecting the body's signals, spreading fluid intake across the day, and choosing beverages that heal rather than harm. In doing so, older adults can turn water from a habit into a form of medicine. When practiced with care and consistency, this approach helps the kidneys do what they were made to do: cleanse, balance, and quietly keep the body alive. Aging does not mean surrendering your health. The most powerful lesson from today's video is that small, steady actions done every day can transform the way your kidneys function and the way you feel. Science now confirms what tradition has whispered for generations. Gentle, natural support is far more effective than waiting for a prescription. A glass of lemon water with Himalayan salt each morning, a cup of barley water in the afternoon, dandelion root tea in the evening, blueberries infused into your drinking water, or even 20 minutes of walking. These are not just habits. They are quiet interventions. They work with your body instead of against it. They cleanse, nourish, and strengthen the delicate filters inside your kidneys, slow, silent inflammation, and help you regain energy you thought was gone forever. The core message is simple but powerful. Your kidneys are not doomed to decline simply because you turned 60. They are living tissue, responsive to care, capable of healing when given the right environment. Every sip of water you take, every natural drink you choose over sugary sodas, every slow walk you take after dinner sends a signal to your body that you are still choosing life and vitality. You do not need to fear your next lab test or quietly accept fatigue, swelling, or endless medications. You can begin restoring your kidneys today with simple, accessible choices from your own kitchen. Now, as we close, I want to thank you for staying with me through this video. Your time and attention matter, and your health matters even more. If you found value in what you heard today, please share this video with a friend or family member who might also benefit. If you're visiting our channel for the first time, or if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe now so you won't miss the next health tip that could change your life. We truly want to hear from you, your thoughts, your experiences, your perspective. Leave a comment below and tell us where you're watching from or which habit you're ready to try first. Thank you again for watching and for believing that your body still deserves care and dignity. May you live with strength, peace, and joy in this precious chapter of life.